I'm the special advisor to the Executive Governor of OSUN State on public health. And thank you for coming around to interact with me. Let me just thank the Executive Governor of the state for his effort to fix the decay, the rot in the healthcare delivery system that we inherited in the state. Let me quickly say that the last 12 years before we came on board, the state of most of our health facilities was very appalling. And you agree with me that we have 3 strata of healthcare delivery system in the state: the primary, the secondary, and the tertiary. The primary being the closest to our people, and where majority of our people seek medical help, is more important than the other phases. Not that the other 2 phases are not equally important. So when we came on board, we discovered that most of the primary health centers, if not all, are in a decrepit state. And our governor, being a caring governor, people-loving governor, and God-fearing, now asks us to move around the various primary care centers in the state and take an audit, a need assessment of those health centers. You recall that in the run-up to our election, at that time when I was the chairman of the party, I made mention that a humongous amount of money, about $20.6 million was given to OYETOLA government as a grant to fix those primary health care centers. But of course, when we move around the state, all the focal health centers across the state, which are 332, because we have 1 focal health center per local ward. In OSUN State, we have 332 focal center. We discovered that, of course, nothing was done with that grant that was given to them. Most of the facilities there were in a very bad shape. The roofs were leaking. The beds were not good. The mattresses was, of course, nothing to write home about. In some cases, they don't even have water and all sorts, no net and all those things. And we got back to the governor, and the governor said, no, we need to start with this primary care center, the 332. We need to fix them. Like I said earlier at the beginning, it's the closest to our people in terms of accessibility of medical care. So the governor graciously approved the renovation of those 332 health centers sometimes last year when he unbundled his infrastructural program. And of course, to the glory of God, we started fixing those primary care centers March this year. And as at the end of October 31st, we have done 200 primary care centers. It's not only rehabilitation, we equally upgraded, because we need to go by the WHO, World Health Organization standard, that a standard primary health care center must have 24 hours energy supply, 24 hours water supply. So we put in solar energy into those 200 primary care centers, and the borehole too, we solarized it. That is, we put it on solar equally. So if you get to those health centers now, you see that we have 24 hours water supply, 24 hours energy, and of course all the beddings and all the equipment that are dilapidated have been fixed. In some centers, they don't even have fence, because so sometimes you see hoodlums coming, or criminals coming to the health centers to attack the health practitioner there. Of course, we put in fence. Some health centers were overgrown with weeds, bushes around them. We clear all those things. So within a space of 7 months, we have fully rehabilitated and upgraded 200 primary care centers across the state. You know, we have 30 local government plus modal care and area office. Averagely, on the average, you have about 5 to 6 health centers per local government that have been fully upgraded.
It's not even timeline for upgrading the rest.
Yes, as soon as, because we are in the mood, we are celebrating the 2nd anniversary of the governor. As soon as we are done, with that, in the space of 1 week, maybe by first week or second week of December, we take care of the remaining 132. We have done 200. It's unprecedented. It's humongous. It has never happened in any state in the country, and the first time. And let me quickly say that, unlike the OYETOLA government that got a whooping 20.6 million US dollars to feed those health centers and of course, nothing to do for it. This government didn't borrow a dime. We didn't borrow a dime. We didn't get a grant, any grant from any development partners. It was the effort of the governor and his frugality that made him to save enough money for those health centers. And besides that, there are full complement of drugs in there. The drugs are free. If you go into the health centers as we speak, you see drugs being given to patients.
The personnel that would work?
Yes, that's another angle, because like I used to tell people in different interviews I've had, we have of course, the computer expert will tell you that we have the hardware and the software component of a computer. What we are fixing presently is the hardware, is to make sure that the centers are very conducive. In the same way the previous government abdicated their responsibility in fixing those health centers, is the same way they did not employ any health professional for the period of 12 years. We have done our needs assessment. We of course know how many health practitioners that needs to be infused into the system. We are going to be taking it gradually. I can assure you that very soon we're going to start recruiting health practitioners into those health centers. I'm very emphatic. I'm not ambiguous about what I'm saying, because I was the opposition leader, I was the party chairman when we were in the opposition. But I mean, all along we know the antics. We know what they can do. As I speak to you, I have the video and the visual evidence of all the 200 centers that were fixed, the before and after. Let me tell you something. You don't politicize health. If those centers has been fixed as they claim, we don't have any business going there. We will move on to other areas. As I speak, they didn't touch even the secondary health facilities, and we have a lot of them that have not been fixed. We are a very responsible government. We can't go back to do what they have done. Most of the things you can attest to in different sectors in the state, most of the projects that they did were abandoned, either abandoned or not properly done. So I am telling you emphatically, and if you are very conversant, you see it on the social media. By the grace of God, maybe by Friday, you see their press conference. Everything will be displayed to the whole world to see that the 20.6 million US dollars they got from the World Bank to fix those centers were never utilized.